Today I'm showing you my favorite cherry pitter, and yes, it's important that I have a favorite cherry pitter because I deal with a lot of sour cherries pretty much every year, and usually I have a few buckets and I need to pit them in a way that doesn't make me go insane by pitting cherries one by one. And the reason why I'm doing this review is because my aunt sent me a text this morning saying, I found the perfect cherry pitter, and she sent me a photo of exactly the same one that I have. And it is the Starfrit cherry pitter. It's a bit bulky, but it's valuable if you pit a lot of cherries because you can actually pit 6 cherries all at once. Now, a couple that my aunt sent me photos of that she didn't like were, there's this thing called the cherry chomper. Does 1 cherry at a time. She said it pitted like maybe, or actually pitted the pits out like 70% of the time, which isn't a great success rate if you're doing a whole bunch of cherries at once. She also sent me this little handheld one that she said hurt her hand. Now this one's fantastic because, like I said, 6 cherries at once. This side is where the actual piece that pushes the pit out of the cherries is. And this part is removable where you set the cherries, and below it is where the pits and a bit of the juice can go as you're working. So it sort of keeps it a little bit cleaner. Pitting cherries is not the tidiest job, so don't do it in your best white shirt. Now what you do is you just grab 6 cherries and they basically just pop in. And you just do that. And you have to kind of watch because the cherries sometimes are just hanging out, but you can just pop them out. I usually try and make sure that the pit actually came out, because even though it has a way better success rate than the 70% of the other one that my aunt tried, you do get the odd pit. And there you go, 6 are done. And then you just grab another 6, pop them in, and down you go. Every once in a while you get the cherry stuck on here. This hasn't happened with these ones yet, but it will happen if you do quite a few. And essentially that is it. And you can go for a little while before you have to empty out this tray underneath. And I usually just have to push the pits down sometimes. So I can go quite a few and then I dump that out, and then I just keep going. And just like that, you can pit buckets and buckets of cherries with not a ton of effort.